Happy Tuesday. Welcome to JB's Heart of a Poet channel. This morning we read 2 Kings 13, 14, 15. Now we're right back at it again. 2 Kings chapter 16, verse 1. I was going to wait to see if anyone come in live, but I didn't. I didn't make an announcement that I'll be on at 6. But here we are. Hope everybody's having a happy Tuesday. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Hmm. Hmm. Ain't nothing back here. I was out here this morning. I didn't think about it then. Say a word of prayer and I begin. Lord, thank you for this day. Once again, that you've made this different day. I ask that you come down, sit with me. Spirit of truth be here. Thank you for allowing me to be your mouthpiece for you once again. Thank you for strength. Thank you for love, grace, compassion, mercy. And thank you for you being you. Thank you for the spirit of truth, doing nothing but giving the truth. Thank you. And I ask that you plant a seed as I read the words in this Bible. Let them become manifest into our hearts and minds. That we'll regurgitate them back to our loved ones, our family members, our neighbors, our co-workers, and whoever else we come in contact with. And I just thank you again for this opportunity. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, so here we go. 2 Kings 16 and 1. In the 17th year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, Azar, the son of Jotham, king of Judah, began to reign. 20 years old was Azar, or Ahaz, when he began to reign, and reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and did that which was right in the sight of the Lord his God, like David his father. But he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, yea, and made his son to pass through the fire according to the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel. And he sacrificed and burnt all incense in the high places and on the hills and under every green tree. Then Rezon, king of Syria, and Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, came up to Jerusalem to war. That word came is attacked. Got a T at the C. Came attacked up to Jerusalem to war, and they besieged Ahaz, but could not overcome him. At that time, Rezon, king of Syria, recovered Elath to Syria, and drove the Jews from Elath. And the Syrians came to Elath and dwelt there until this day. And Ahaz sent messengers to Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, saying, I am thy servant and thy son. Come up and save me out of the hand of the king of Syria and out of the hand of the king of Israel, which rise up against me. And Ahaz took the silver and gold that was found in the house of the Lord and in the treasures of the houses of the king's house, and sent it for a present to the king of Assyria or Assyria. And the king of Assyria hearkened unto him, for the king of Assyria went up against Damascus and took it and carried the people of it captive to Kir and slew Rezin. 10, the number 10 is dark. And King Ahaz went to Damascus to meet Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, and saw an altar that was at Damascus. And King Ahaz sent to Uriah the priest the fashions of the altar and the pattern of it according to all the workmanship thereof. And Uriah the priest built an altar according to all the king Ahaz had sent from Damascus. So Uriah the priest made it against King Ahaz, came from Damascus. And that word against is got a T at the A, so it's before. And when the king was come from Damascus, the king saw the altar, and the king approached the altar and offered thereon. And he burnt his burnt offering and his meat offering, and poured his drink offering, and sprinkled the blood of his peace offering upon the altar. And he brought also the basin altar, which was before the Lord, from the forefront of the house, which is temple, from between the altar and the house of the Lord, and put it on the north side of the altar. And King Ahaz commanded Uriah the priest, saying, Upon the great altar burnt the morning burnt offering, and the evening meat offering, and the king's burnt offering, and his meat offering, with the burnt offering of all the people of the land, and their meat offering, and their burnt and their drink offerings, and sprinkled upon it all the blood of the burnt offering, and all the blood of the sacrifice, and the basin altar shall be for me to acquire by. Thus did Uriah the priest according to all the king Ahaz commanded. The number 17 is dark. The number 17, and King Ahaz cut off the borders of the bases, removed the laver from off them, and took down the basin from off the basin oxen that were under it, and put it upon a pavement of stones, and the covert for the Sabbath that they had built in the house, and the king's entry without turned he from the house of the Lord for the king of Assyria. 19 is dark. Now the rest of the acts of Ahaz, which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And Ahaz slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, and Hezekiah his son reigned in his stead. Gamer bro, hello. How are you doing today? glad you stopped by. 17. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, but not as the kings of Israel that were before him. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hoshea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea, for he had sent messengers to So king of Egypt, and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore, the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison. Number 5 is dark. The number 5. Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years. That number 3. Number 6 is dark. In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Haleph and in Habor by the river of Goshen and in the cities of the Medes. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord their God, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt, for under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other gods, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel, and of the kings of Israel, which they had made. And the children of Israel did secretly these things. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord their God, and they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchmen to the fenced cities. The word fenced, got a T at the F, is fortified. To watchmen to the fortified cities. And they set them up images and groves in every high hill and under every green tree. And there they burnt incense in all the high places, as did the heathen whom the Lord carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke the Lord to anger. For they served idols, whereof the Lord had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes according to all the law which I command your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hearkened their necks like to the neck of their fathers. They did not believe in the Lord their God. And they rejected his statutes and his covenants that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom the Lord had charged them that they should not do like them. And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God, and made their molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshiped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel, and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only. Also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel, which they made. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight. For he rent Israel from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king. And Jeroboam drove Israel from following the Lord, and made them sin a great sin. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them, until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants, the prophets, who was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. The number 24 is dark. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cutha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sararvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria, and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwellings there, that they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions among them, which they slew some of them. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, The nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the God of this land, That word manner is rituals. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold that thou slaying them, because they know not the manner of the God of the land. Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, Carry to the one of the priests whom ye brought from hence, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of the God of the land. Then one of the priests whom they had carried away from Samaria came and dwelt in Bethel, and taught them how they should fear the Lord. Howbeit every nation made gods of their own, and put them in the houses of the high places where the Samaritans had made every nation in their cities wherein they dwelt. And the men of Babylon made sackcloth of Penoth, and the men of Cuth made Nargal, and the men of Hamath made Ashima, and the Avites made Nabhas and Tartak, and the Sepharvites burnt their children in fire, and Amdramelech and a Namelech, the gods of Saphar, Seph a Viram, if I'm saying these right. So they feared the Lord, and made unto themselves of the lowest of them priests of the high places, and sacrificed for them in the house of the high places. They feared the Lord, and served their own gods after the manner of the nations whom they carried away from hence. Unto this day they do after the former manners. They fear not the Lord, neither do they after their statutes, or after their ordinance, or after the law and commandment which the Lord commanded the children of Jacob, whom he named Israel, which whom the Lord had made a covenant, and charged them, saying, Ye shall not fear our gods, other gods, nor bow yourselves to them, nor serve them, nor sacrifice to them. But the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt with great power and the stretched out arm, him shall ye fear, and him shall ye worship, and to him shall ye do sacrifice. And the statutes and the ordinance and the law and the commandments which he wrote for you, ye shall observe to do forevermore, and ye shall not fear other gods. And the covenant that I have made with you, ye shall not forget, neither shall ye fear other gods. Reference. That word got a T. Fear got a T at the F, so it's reference, other gods. And the Lord your God ye shall fear, and he shall deliver you out of the hand of all your enemies. But the Lord your God ye shall hold in awesome reference. That's what that T is at the fear. And he shall deliver you out of the hand of all your enemies. Howbeit they do not hearken, but they did after their former manner. So these nations feared the Lord, and served their graven images, both their children and their children's children, as did their fathers. So did they unto this day. And that's the readings of 2 Kings 17, 18, 17 and 18. This is a real light read tonight. I'm still on what I read earlier today. A lot to intake. And we are close to being in First Chronicles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 more scriptures, and we will be in the book of Chronicles. And I think that's great. I really do. I think that's great. Thank the Lord for the reading of these words in the Bible. May they grow and manifest in our lives, and we become truth tellers for the God above the firmament. Let's see here. I don't have no poem at this time. Just wanted to get on and read a couple more chapters of 2 Kings. Try to finish this thing up. Just try to finish it up. So I hope you enjoy listening to the reading of the words. And see you next time. Peace.